Hello, today we will discuss the 1864 election of President Lincoln versus Senator McClellan. Speaking on behalf of President Lincoln, we will have Natasha Porter on the liberal side. And on McClellan's side, we will have conservative Hannah Maris. Also, today I am your official moderator. Now, let's go over some ground rules. First, you may not provide any evidence beyond this election. Second, you must let your fellow senators finish their statements before you can interrupt or begin to speak. And finally, do not get rowdy, which includes acts of swearing, yelling, and interrupting other people. Okay, now let's get down to the first issue, starting with Natasha.
Hey.
Hello, I'm Natasha Porter, and I'll be speaking with you today about Lincoln. Lincoln was in huge favor of clear and simple logic. Lincoln was also part of a lot of national debates and very powerful campaigns. Some of his famous debates were the Lincoln and Douglas debates. They consisted of a lot of issues, but for some reason, the two could not agree on slavery. One of Lincoln's most favorite quotes are, "We must not disturb slavery in the states where it exists, because the Constitution and the peace of the country both forbid us. We must not withhold an efficient fugitive slave law because the Constitution demands it, but must, by national policy, prevent the spread of slavery into new territories or free states because the Constitution does not forbid us and the general welfare does not demand such preventions." Closing off, Lincoln did secede the South, and he mostly ended slavery with the Emancipation Proclamation after the Civil War.
Why did Abraham Lincoln issue the Emancipation Proclamation?
Well, actually, Abraham Lincoln, one of the more beloved presidents of our time, issued the Emancipation Proclamation as a political move. Many people think it was because he wanted to free the slaves. That was partially true, but the main thrust behind him issuing it was the political aspect that it held in terms of what it could do for the country. He was not that in love with the idea of abolishing slavery as much as he wanted to end the war and bring the nation together.
Now we'll have Hannah on the conservative side.
Hi, I'm Hannah Maris, and I'm talking about Senator George McClellan today. And his platform was based on the Democratic Peace Party, which obviously wanted peace. Through this, he made anti-war claims. He promised a stronger effect for the Union to stop the war in the near future, and he also wanted a ceasefire and negotiation with the Confederacy. But McClellan was personally very pro-war, and that made his campaign very inconsistent and difficult. And one of the issues during 1864 was the 1864 Democratic Convention, which caused a rift in his supporters as his pro-war stance alienated him from the Democratic Peace Party, and that sent more voters to Lincoln.
Democratic Convention in August of 1864 brought McClellan to the forefront of the Democratic Peace Party, also known as the Copperheads. Though he stood for much of what the political group represented, an immediate ceasefire negotiation with the Confederacy, McClellan was more pro-war, did not agree altogether with the ceasefire. He instead promised a stronger effort for the Union to stop the war in the hopeful near future. Unfortunately for the Peace Party, his pro-war stance worked against the Democratic Party and sent more votes Lincoln's way. McClellan attempted to keep himself at a distance from the strong anti-war sentiments of the Peace Party. In his acceptance speech for some nomination, he wrote, "The Union must be preserved at all hazards." He did not believe in attempting to bring peace into a country where there was no immediate peaceful resolution.
Now let's open it up for some questions. Who would like to start?
I would like to start. Hannah, why wasn't McClellan's campaign so successful?
Because he promised that he wanted to end the war, but he personally did not believe that, and the voters could see right through him, and so he was basically like untrustworthy. Why did the voters favor Lincoln so much?
I think the voters favored Lincoln because he had a really strong opinion about slavery in the South, and he wanted the South to be seceded, and a lot of Southerners favored that along with other states because they didn't want slavery to spread into their country. So a lot of people were looking to stop slavery, and they're looking like for secession.
This concludes our discussion on the Lincoln versus McClellan election. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I can't take myself seriously. Oh, are you recording me? Awkward. Can I go? This is awkward.
I don't know what. Should I introduce myself?
Yes.
Yeah, Peyton, I think. Hi, I'm Hannah Maris, and I will be talking about McClellan. And see, I can't even. That doesn't even sound good.
Yeah, you do.
It sounded fine.
It sounded fine, Anna.
I liked it. I thought you going good.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Natasha Porter, and I'm here speaking to you. Not ever not.
I seen that
She was like, shit, I be in class like, excuse me, Miss Teacher Bitch, do I got an F or not? I said, do I got an F or not?
I want to do it. Wait. Wait. Ready, guys?
Excuse me, Miss Teacher Bitch. Do I got an F or no? I said, do I got an F or no? Excuse me, Miss Teacher Bitch. Do I got an F or no? I said, do I got an F or no? Shit.
I mean, Mr. Fry's like, do I got an F or nah?
Now we'll open it up for some questions. Who would like to start?
Me, bitch.